Gotta get everything together. Set the ambiance, you know.
You dig, you dig, you dig, you dig.
You figure deal me.
Beck, can you give me some wine too that please. Put it in a tall glass, make it dirty. A little bit of ice. Never mind. No ice, no ice. I was just playing around.
She will come back. You will have a wine slushy.
That's it. That's when I come back with some ice. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? If you hear it, make some noise. If you hear it, make some noise.
Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, Fiji. First one
coming in.
Jump.
Coming in with the cartwheels. I love it.
Dig, I can dig it. What's up, y'all? If y'all in here, let us know that you're in here. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Get mine.
Don't be shy, nah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me go live on TikTok real quick, man. Let's see what the folks talk about.
See what it's hitting. See what it's hitting for.
You know what I'm saying? Let me see what it's hitting for. You know. I ain't been live on the TikTok. I'm gonna put Cat Williams in the comments so everybody think I'm talking about Cat Williams, but I'm not.
That's hilarious. Hey, you got to use the marketing. You know what I'm saying?
I did that a little while ago, and it worked phenomenal. Miss Shay, what is going on?
What's going on this day?
Chef Nikki, what is going on? I see you up here cooking. What you cooking in that? Never mind. I can't ask that. What's going on, Pops? What's good, bro? You ain't send me the one last. Listen, you supposed to know every Tuesday. You know what it is, man.
He said you ain't send it to me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't supposed to send it to you. You supposed to be here. You supposed to know when it's Tuesday. You know what time Monday Night Football come on, don't you? You know what time Let's Talk About It Tuesday come on. Why? Because it's
he said this his show. You gotta let him know. This his show.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Hey, listen, man. Need y'all to come over live to the YouTube, man. We are having the conversations in public that y'all won't even have in private, man. So we're gonna talk about all of the things that y'all want to talk about, yo. We're gonna talk about them tonight. What is going on, good brother, man? Tell me something good. Tell me something that you went in at. What's the word? What it is?
So we getting ready. We getting ready for this MLK this MLK poetry workshop at the Children's Museum. So I got that on Monday. You know what I'm saying? So it's a 3-hour jump.
Hey, okay.
She on it.
What you teaching for 3 hours?
So I think it's going to be broke up into different sections, but for like the first 15 minutes is probably going to be like an icebreaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me something about yourself, your name. You know what I'm saying? And then tell me, what interested you in poetry and stuff like that. So we're going to go around, get the kids comfortable. I'm going to tell a little bit of my story. Second 15 minutes is going to be dealing with fears and apprehensions. And when it comes to speaking, when it comes to writing, where your creativity comes from. The third 15 minutes is going to be actually constructing something, whether that be something that you like, because a lot of people who do poetry really like music, and this is the closest they can get to it. So it's gonna be like, all right, well, you want to write a song, you want to write a poem, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go through the different types of poetry, the difference between similes, metaphors, how you can play on words, you know what I'm saying, things like that. And I'm gonna help them construct something. The last 15 minutes is gonna be their open mic.
Okay. All right. I like it. So look, icebreakers, right? I love to tell jokes during icebreakers. And I tell that joke about Randy. They love that.
What joke? Tell me.
I ain't tell you about Randy.
No.
So Randy got a phone call from his doctor. I ain't tell you that one. Randy got a phone call from his doctor. The doctor said, I got bad news and I got very bad news. Randy said, okay, doc, what's the bad news? The doctor says, Randy, you got 24 hours left to live. Randy says, damn, doc, how can it get worse than that? He said, the doc says I couldn't get a hold of you yesterday.
It's messed up. Oh, man. That's crazy. I don't know. See, I would tell. That's an adult joke. I can't tell that to kids. I'm like, oh,
you can't tell that to kids. You can't tell that to kids. There's a so anytime I'm hosting, I like to say I tell Deion Cole's joke. He said He said there was these 3 frogs, and they got arrested. Right? So they went to court, and the judge called up the first frog. First frog comes up. He says, "What's your name?" He says, "My name Frog." He said, "All right, what'd you get arrested for?" He said, "Man, I was blowing bubbles in a pond." Judge said, "Man, that's stupid. Get out of here. Case dismissed." He calls up the second frog. He says, "What's your name?" He said, "My name Frog." He said, "Well, what did you get arrested for?" He said, "I was with him. I was blowing bubbles in the pond, and they just got us." He said, "That's stupid." Again, case dismissed. He calls up the third frog. He says, "What's your name?" He said, "Wait, I bet you I know what it is." He said, "Is it Frog, Frog, Frog?" He said, "Nah, my name Bubbles."
Hey. It's messed up. That's messed up. Bubbles was a lucky frog.
Bubbles was definitely a lucky frog, man. So you getting ready for the Martin Luther King poetry event, man? What else you got going on?
Yeah, getting ready for that. Getting ready for Texas. You know what I'm saying? Taking that serious. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows we got Ebony Fit Week coming up. Everybody needs to be there. You just need to be there. And if you can't make Texas, which there shouldn't be a reason you can't make Texas, but if you can't, make sure you're in Atlanta. If you can't make Atlanta, they got one in the DMV.
They got one in DC.
They got one in DC coming up too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just drive to that one. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta worry about catching no flights. Then they got Toronto and Aruba. So we trying to manifest. Yeah. We trying to manifest all of that to be able to participate in all of that. Aruba is a must. If I don't do anything else other than Texas, I gotta go to Aruba.
When's Aruba again?
November.
November? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's different. It's different.
I believe it. Sounds like a plan out there.
Oh yeah. It's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful. You get some workout, but it's not necessarily focused on working out. You're focused on like just networking and enjoying the scenery. It's like giving yourself a reward after a hard year of working. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that makes perfect sense too. That literally makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So obviously, man. So I got connected with the DC Juvenile Detention Centers today, actually.
Right. Ooh, okay.
Randomly making calls and stuff like that. Told her about a lot of the work that I do. They have something called the Achievement Center. It's like a re-entry program for the youth. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be acting as a liaison to connect them with different resources and stuff like that, particularly like the CDL classes and stuff, so that they can, move into those different things, teaching professional development, personal development, as well as life skills. So we got that squared away. I will be in Camden, New Jersey on the 24th, and then I will be in Philadelphia or Altoona, Pennsylvania on the 31st. So 2 youth speaking engagements coming up, man.
Let's go. Come on, bro. Moving. So
content, bro. Content has gotten so much easier for me ever since I started working with my content calendar. And now it's much easier for me to like create the content and stuff like that. So things are going extremely well, man. Super happy about the progression of things.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. Come on with it.
Yes, sir. All right, let's see what we got in the Instagram tab. Anybody got any questions for us? Y'all got any juicy topics for us before we
come on. Speak up. Come on in here. And if you new in here, say something in the chat. We watching.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
I know some of y'all got relationship problems.
I know some of y'all fucking up at home.
You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all kids acting crazy. Don't do that for real.
Somebody man getting on their nerves. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me.
What did it say? Oh, somebody said house fanny pack. He doing good. He sleep. He got a bottle. Oh, he out there. I'll try to bring him up at the end.
He only makes special appearances. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. That's my guy. All right, so let's see. Mike just put this one in here. I didn't even get to see this one yet. Let's see what we talking about then. Come on.
Your father is back alive. He and I are arguing. He tells you to sit down. I tell you to go to the car. What are you doing? And she said, save it for the show. So here we are.
Who do I listen to? Woo, that's tough because I'm such a daddy's girl. Love my daddy so much. Followed him around with my nose wide open for as many years as I could.
All right, I don't want to hear her response. I want to just get y'all perspective on it. Who you listening to? Who you listening to? You listening to your daddy or you listening to your daddy?
What y'all talking about? Come on, hop in the box.
If I hit him, it's an assault. My man gets on my nerves. If I hit him, it's an assault.
Lord Jesus, Fiji.
What's happening?
What are you talking about?
Here's our back to school. Then everybody get on my nerves. That's why I'm in here. I can dig it. Listen to my husband. Listen to my husband. My husband is daddy. Yikes. My daddy DM. Okay. Oh dang. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, we know who you listening to. I'm gonna go with my man at night, not my father. I love it. Go get in the car. I have a husband. He's the one I go to. Listen, man. What if like you and your father had like a really close relationship though? Because I think sometimes it's easy to say that when father's not present. You know what I'm saying? You raised by a single mom. But if you and your dad is like Ace Boone Coon, you a daddy's girl for sure to the core. It might be a more difficult decision than like you might try to play peacemaker before you listen to either one of them.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Like it might be hard, but nah. Once you're my wife, once we're married, there's a ring on it, and if your dad is still present, he gave you away. You know what I'm saying? Like he handed you to me. You no longer belong to him. Like y'all union is a bond that's going to last forever, but ours need to take precedence. Whether you believe I'm right or I'm wrong, I need to be the horse you back in without question. Without question. You know what I'm saying? So like it's one of those things like you know what I mean? Like you can't don't give him back a gift he gave me, you know what I'm saying, by being confused on who you're supposed to listen to. Cause that's like as soon as you hesitate, now I'm like, okay, well, maybe you not all the way in with me now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, now I gotta it's that's going to create even more of a problem because like they said, you don't go home with your dad, you don't lay with your dad, you know what I'm saying? Your dad is no longer taking care of you. At this point, I am. So I need to be the one you're beholden to, not him.
Yeah, you definitely need to hold on. So definitely I agree in listening to the person that you lay down with. And if you listen to you, know you sleeping on the couch, not me. I'm not sleeping on that couch. You better get comfortable. And you're gonna sleep on a single chair, not the long couch where it's comfortable.
you need to sit up and think about what you did all night.
You sleeping on an uncomfortable couch. I ain't let you sleep on that joint. What's good, y'all? Hey, listen, man, we live over here on YouTube. I need y'all all to go to YouTube right now. Type in Backpack Jeff. I need y'all to come on to the YouTube live, man. We want to see y'all up in this place, man. I know y'all jumping in because the topic said Cat Williams and Torrey Hart, but that's not what we're talking about tonight. We talking about Let's Talk About It Tuesday, y'all. Let's get it. All right, let's see. I think this was one that we that I think I saw.
You're in a relationship and your homegirl's not in a relationship. Is it okay for your man to make sure your homegirl is good? Like,
did we listen to this one last week?
Wait, play it again. I didn't hear
Like last week. Do you make sure your homegirl is good? If your man making sure your homegirl is good?
No, we didn't do that last week. We didn't listen to that last week.
To the car.
Whoa. And I'm not asking this to be inflammatory. A very serious discussion that I think we don't fully have is protection for women.
Yeah.
And what that protection looks like outside of just the willingness to inflict violence. And so when we talk about your man being able to make sure your homegirl is good, it's like the qualities that you saw in him. Are you attempting to now bottle those? Do you not expect him to stand on his square when it comes to, because if that's your people, right? And most upstanding men I know support community on their shoulders. So it's like, I'm not saying he got to buy all y'all drinks every time you go to the club, but it's like, I personally would like to be a man in a relationship where even if my lady people got a problem, she think to call me for it. You feel me? I'm not saying that I'm going over her homegirl house when her homegirl by herself and my girl don't know. That's not what I'm saying. But like walking her to the car, like that shouldn't even really be a question. I low key don't care if like you a stranger. If I'm in proximity, like and it's within and she comfortable with me walking her to the car, I'm gonna do it because that's just how I was brought up. You feel me?
So I'll say this, right? When I was growing up, my dad, we'd always be at Home Depot or Lowe's. Always be at Home Depot or Lowe's. And anytime we saw a woman who was carrying bags or something that was perceived to be heavy, my dad would always be like, go over there and help that lady with her bags. And I'm like, man, I don't want to, man. Boy, you better go over there and help that lady with her bags. And we go over there and we'd be like, man, can we help you with your bag? She'd be like, oh no, I got it. And then when we wouldn't help, we would come back and we'd be in trouble. So we got smart. We said to the lady, we was like, listen, lady, if you don't want us to get in trouble, when we go back over there, you will let us help you with your bags. Even though you don't, we know you don't need it. We know you got it. But you see him, he told us to come over here and help you with your bags. So you want us to get in trouble or you want us to help you with your bags?
Right.
Let's help her with her bags. And then she'd be like, oh, you're raising such upstanding young men. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And so like that to me kind of carried over into my adulthood. And what's crazy is that with my first baby mom, I would like she would literally hate if I showed any type of chivalry towards another woman. She would hate that joint. Why? She way back there. You ain't got. Why you holding the door so long? Come on, we going. Well, I'm like, she coming. You ain't got to hold the door open for her that goddamn long. What's happening? I'm like, damn. You good? You okay? You know what I'm saying? Like he said, those same qualities that you fell in love with me and love about me, I'm going to exude those same qualities. When we had, let's talk about it. When we had Can We Talk Wednesday as the host. I'm making sure these ladies, hey, y'all out. All right, see y'all later. Wait, how y'all walking to the car? Yep. Hey, bro, can you you leaving right now? Can you walk? Make sure they good going to the car. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Or I'll walk with them, and Bree will be in there. She's like, yeah, babe, go ahead. I'll go walk them to the car real quick, and I'll come back. Like those things don't leave you, and that's like those are the lessons that I'm going to teach my son. Is that when you see it, you should always offer to help.
Right.
Offer, right? And even when she says, oh, no, I got it, you should probably suggest that I'm going to help you. You know, I know you got it, but, it's just on my heart to, this is how I was raised. And ain't no woman going to say no to this is how you was raised.
Right. No, I definitely agree. It's one of those things where it's like, even if you're like, if I'm in a relationship and I got a girl and she knows how I am, because like anybody around me, if you're with me, if you're a woman, you don't touch doors, don't get out the car, don't touch, you know what I mean? That's just how I am. Right. So if I'm around my girlfriend and her friends are with us, if we're walking into a door, I'm gonna open the door. If one of them is leaving before everybody, I'm going to walk you to the car, just because you want to make sure your friends are safe. I want to make sure your friends are safe because of who they are to you. And that's my respect for you. If I didn't care about nothing about your life or who you was with, now let them walk. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But because of how I feel about you, there's a type of grace that gets extended to your immediate circle. You know what I mean?
Right.
When you're with a man. So especially when it comes to protection, my mom used to pray all the time. My dad too. Whenever me and my brothers and sisters would go out, she would say, Lord, put that hedge of protection around them. And that hedge of protection, it's an encompassing thing. You know what I mean? So it's not just, oh, well, it's just here in this bubble. Like, it's an encompassing thing. So if you're with me, if you're out with me, I'm responsible for you until you're in a safe place outside of me. You know what I mean? So I don't think it should be a problem for a man to show chivalry to his girls' friends. And if anything, that just gives my girl more of a reason to brag. Like, oh yeah, you see how my man did? Your man don't your man don't open doors for you and stuff. Oh yeah, no, that's regular around here. You know what I'm saying? That's regular around here.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted to post this today, but I didn't. And I was gonna say, my wife had dinner and wine waiting on her when she came home today.
Period.
Like that, that's like regular behavior. But so what's crazy, bro, is I wrote it in a poem, and it was a poem about domestic violence. It said, home cooked meals when you get home after work, massages that put you to bed, bubble baths after a long day. But how could you miss what you never had? You know what I'm saying? How could you miss what you never had? When you've never had this, when this is something that's foreign to you, you don't even know what you're missing.
Facts.
Like Jay-Z said, my wife Beyonce, I brag different. You know what I'm saying? You how
much you can say that's it. That's really it. You know what I'm saying? I put it in a Dear Future Wife poem. I said, I want to say I'm sorry for making you an ill-equipped friend, because when all of your friends come knocking at your doors talking about relationships problems, you'll have no advice for them. Like, you don't deal with that type of shit. So you're not gonna know what to tell them. You know what I'm saying? Because all of that information I will have loved right up out of your pores. We don't deal with toxicity anymore. Like, it was, bruh.
Yeah, it's really we don't have those problems. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not a problem that we have. And I in the very beginning, I was like, you can't you can't be bragging about the stuff that I do for you, because a lot of people don't get that. You know what I'm saying? And it is going to sound, it's going to sound like you bragging as opposed to just saying the stuff that your man do. Because we used to always. Because me and Jeff, because me and Bree was just talking about that. Me and Bree was just it's like, damn, y'all just talk about everything, don't you? I'm like,
right, yep.
Y'all don't?
Y'all don't talk about stuff?
Y'all don't talk?
Y'all don't talk in your house? Don't nobody talk in your house?
Dang, what's happening? What's going on? What's wrong over there? You know what I'm saying? And it'd be a lot of times where it's like, Bree is like a bad person to ask about certain situations, because she like would you be mad if Jeff commented hearts on another girl's picture? So you know what I'm saying? Like that's as far as it goes. Would you be mad if Jeff went out to eat with another girl? Like, I mean, if I know her, that like he probably already told me about it. Like, I don't understand. Like, he's not just going out. He's not just asking random people to go out to eat. Like, if it's like Cookie B, or if it's, you know what I'm saying, that would probably be the only person that I can think of around in this area of like right now. Like, if I say, hey, babe, I'm about to meet Cookie B for some drinks, she wouldn't be like, why y'all meeting? Why?
Facts.
We don't have that problem. You know what I'm saying? That's we just don't have that. You know what I'm saying? And the other dudes would be like, no, I ain't having no, like that whole Steve Harvey clip that went viral. Your man shouldn't have no friends of the opposite sex. That sounds stupid.
So, you know what's crazy? there have been really good points made on both sides, but I do resonate with the fact that, one, if I meet you and you have male friends, it's not my job to change you. It's my job to see if I accept you for who you are, right? Also, on top of that, genuine male friends, like somebody who's never tried you, somebody who's never done anything with you or anything like that, genuine male friends for a female, I think are great, because genuine male friends will tell you when you're tripping. And a lot of times in relationships, we don't want to hear stuff from our partner, but if you have a genuine friend from the opposite sex that can look at you and be like, yo, you're out of pocket, your wife was right, or your husband is right, I think that's valuable. But I don't think there's a lot of people now in this day and age that can stay in those positions without hidden intentions.
I'm with you. Like, Bree has male friends. I've met them, people that she's known long before she's known me. You know, I mean, it's, you know, I talk to them when I see them and stuff like that. They talk to me like there's never been any sort of competition or anything like that.
Right.
All right. So let's get your opinion on this on this scenario right here.
I don't want to do can you separate it? I got the birthday girl and my wife.
Separate cake. Dave, I'm sorry, you're the only man at this table. Why are we doing separate cakes? It's all women here.
No, but I'm not responsible for paying everybody. I got the birthday girl.
You invited everybody. You invited all of us.
I didn't invite you. Ernestine invited you. Okay, I'm responsible for who I brought.
Okay, you're the only man at the table. I'm sorry, hold on. We was all doing Russian roulette, paying with credit cards and all that. Now all of a sudden you want to split checks? We doing split checks now?
That was 2021.
Y'all
okay?
wait.
Things were different.
Not 21.
But I didn't sign up for that. Okay, there's nobody else doing
But
the.
you participate. I know we got sorry. I know.
Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. This is my birthday, for real.
Okay, well,
You're
it
not-
don't matter to me because I didn't have anything.
No.
But you
It's
still
Donnie's
came.
birthday.
Wait a minute. We're not doing this.
But you
No,
came
but you
though.
sat
so
at the
you still-
table.
You don't pay for a seat. Okay, well,
Yes. No.
Listen,
There's
I don't
gratuity
care- I don't
and
care.
everything on this
I don't care how y'all
Wait,
do
I
it.
didn't order gratuity. I just showed up. Well, I'm sorry. Dave, but you always pay. Like, you're the only man at the table. You're not gonna pay the check.
If it's, but I'm not obligated. I got my whole family.
It's $700 for this whole table, and it's my birthday.
This is your podcast co-host. This
It's
is your
only
best friend.
$700.
It's only Shan.
You being cheap.
Are you kidding me right
you
now?
honestly being cheap right now.
Okay, first.
No, if that was the case, I'd have just took you out.
Are you
for lunch
being
with your birthday.
Dre? Are you gonna let him sit here with a whole table full of women?
I really feel like it's not his responsibility. And when y'all get a husband,
I'm married.
I'm sorry. I do have a
Oh.
husband though. Hold on, wait a minute.
Thank
You have a
y'all.
husband.
So Donnie, you're good because it's your birthday, but
Y'all
rest of y'all,
so
we gotta chip
embarrassing.
in.
We're good.
Y'all are so
But you
embarrassing.
can't.
Let me get
You
out
need
of
to leave.
here.
Not us splitting checks.
You need to leave.
I'm not paying for anything. I'm not paying for anything.
No,
He's
you
the man
ate.
at
You
the
had
table.
a couple drinks.
That's,
You know what?
that's some bullshit. No.
I'm not paying for anything.
What's your thoughts?
Bruh, some people are so ungrateful. Like, you came to a dinner for you came to a birthday dinner for some woman, and just because there's a man at the table, you assumed he was fitting to pay the check. Just because before y'all had done things where y'all did the card Russian roulette. Well, if that's the case, let's do the card Russian roulette now. Everybody throw the card down. But you just assume because there's a man at the table, he's supposed to take all of y'all. First off, I'm not married to all of y'all. I have my wife right here. It's her birthday. I got the birthday girl because as a man, I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Hey, happy birthday. This is my gift to you. But I don't owe y'all nothing. Who comes out to a dinner thinking they just about to get free food? You know what I'm saying? A birthday dinner at that, just because you seen there was a man at the table. Like, that's crazy to me. And then the co-host was like, This check is $700. Then somebody was like, oh, it's only $700. Okay, if it's only $700, why don't you pay it?
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? It's always like that. Yo, bro, I need that $20. Can I borrow $20? And then when you want it back, I ain't worried about that little $20. Well, wasn't little when I linked it to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so like,
man, talk about
it. Listen, it wasn't little when I linked it to you. When you needed it, it was important, right? But now that I need it, it ain't that important. So it's like when you try to belittle somebody or make something small, you make yourself look stupid. So it's like, when they were like, oh, well, we're gonna split the check, I got this, well, you're not gonna pay the check. When he told you no the first time, it should have been done. Like, all right, he's not paying it. You thought arguing with him was gonna change his mind? Saying the same thing over again in a different tone of voice was gonna change his mind? Like, sometimes I don't think people be thinking right. Like, it's wild. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he did come up off the check and then he was like, all right, cool, now I need some cootie cat from every single one of y'all, everybody would have had a problem.
Everybody
would have had a problem. I'm just saying. I'm saying, because if I'm going to treat you like either the birthday girl or I'm treating my wife, I expect the same thing from you that I'm getting from them. Either you're going to work for me or you're going to work for me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, why do you get something for nothing? That's not, no, sir. No, ma'am, no, Sam. I not me, not green eggs and ham. I will not.
Bring your own money, bro. Somebody asked for the link. Who asked for the link? Type that again. I can't remember who asked for it. Somebody put it in there, but type it again if you asked for it. I'll send it to you. All right. No, I'm with you on that one, man. Definitely. And I didn't invite you. Her assistant invited you.
Right. Talk to her assistant about your pay.
Right. She invited you. I told y'all that I was taking her out to eat. Y'all said, hey, I want to come too. That does not automatically mean that I got your meal and her meal and my wife's meal and my kids' meal. That's not how
you know what? You know what, bro? As soon as the co-host, the birthday girl, would have been like, it's only $700. Really, Dave, you gonna do this? Y'all are embarrassing. I'd be like, you know what? Never mind. I got me and my wife. Never mind.
Fact.
Because you can't be, how you ungrateful for me doing something for you because I'm not doing it for your friends.
Now they splitting your bill.
Right. Why everybody here ain't take care of themselves and part of your bill? Because this is your birthday. It's not their birthday. They don't get nothing for free today. That's you. It should be about you, right? So I'm gonna treat you. Why am I treating them? It's not their birthday. What they did for my birthday?
Probably nothing.
Right? Because there was even a chick in the video that was like, no, that's your co-host. Talk to your co-host. Yeah, I'm her co-host. That's why I'm paying for her, not y'all.
It gets wild, dog. When you there's a level of expectancy that people have once you start making money. And it's crazy because the expectancy is that because you made it, we all made it. Oh, one of us make it, we all make it. You ain't put in none of this work. You ain't do these long hours, long nights, conferences, meetings, setting up emails, sending emails, making phone calls. You ain't do none of that.
Right.
That was us. That was me. Mostly me.
Swear.
If I make it, I made it. All right, we're going Fiji, I sent it to you. FYI. All right, let's get into this other one. Let's get into this next one.
First question, yeah. For people in a relationship, me and my boyfriend always get in a fight over money, bro. Okay, mind you, I'm not broke. Like I'm not broke. I am broke right now. You know what I'm saying? But I make good money is what I'm trying to say. And all my money goes into my bills. It's just after all my money goes into my bills, I usually have nothing left. So I picked up 3 jobs, right? But my boyfriend didn't like that I was working the 3 jobs because he felt like I wasn't around my kid as much, which doesn't make any sense. But anyways, nevertheless, also, I had to quit a 3rd job because getting a sitter was becoming a little bit difficult because everybody started working in the evenings. So anyways, me and him always get an argument over cash. And mind you, I'm only ever asking for cash on my off days. Like if I'm paid, I'm good, right? On my off days though, I do be asking him for cash. And I'm not talking about like hundreds of dollars. I'm talking about 10, 20, maybe 50. And it majority of the time it's to be put back into the house, right? Or it's to be put to good use. Like I'm not asking him to get my hair done. I'm not asking him to get my nails done. He doesn't even get any of that stuff done for me. Like he does none of that for me. Like if he does something for me, I have to ask for it. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't feel like that's right. And I get mad because every time I ask him for money, he wants to explode or have some type of reaction that just triggers me. And I just want to know, like, do you females ask your man for money, and how is that transaction? Like, is it a fight? Is it normal to ask your man for money? Like, how much money does he give you? You know what I'm saying? Does he treat you to get your hair and nails done? Like, my man literally does nothing but keep his money to himself. Like, and it's annoying, and he's very Mr. Krabs, and I don't like that. And I don't know if that makes me sound shallow or whatever the case may be, but no, I want to marry a provider, and I feel like providers, will help out. And also, he doesn't like to talk about his finances, bro. How are we supposed to be getting married in the future if you can't even have a simple conversation about finances with me? It's always turning into I'm being money hungry. But it's like, I'm realistic, bro. We need to know our budget. How much are we able to spend? Am I wrong? All right.
Is she wrong? Is she wrong? We saw you. Everybody saw you.
You ain't see that.
Everybody saw you now. Is she wrong? How y'all feel? She wrong? Like ladies, do y'all ask your man for money? I ain't gonna lie. If you get paid once every 2 weeks, you got a lot of off days, sis. You got 13 off days. So if 13 off days, you asking me for $20, that's a lot of $20. That's like $260. That's like $260 every 2 weeks. $520 every month.
To get her nails and hair done? Is that what you're saying?
No, to get whatever it is. Whatever it is. She said she only asking for money on her off days. If she only get paid once every 2 weeks.
You know what?
Out of 31 days, she only got 2 days that she getting paid. I'm responsible for 29 other days.
So no, I think she was saying like on her off days where she's not working, she might ask for something to do something. But you know what I'm saying? My thing is, I think they both wrong. Because one, if her ending statement was talking about, well, he doesn't even like to talk about his finances. How are we supposed to be getting married, and we need to budget. We need to see how much we can spend, which I agree. If you're getting married, if you're planning on getting married, if you're in it that deep with somebody, then you should have the financial conversation. 100%. I agree with her on that. But at the same time, if you're always broke and you're always asking me for money, that tells me that you can't budget. That tells me that you don't know what to do with your money. And now you're trying to budget my money to see how much you can spend of my money. It has nothing to do with your money because you already know what you're supposed to be doing with your money. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're upset that I won't divulge my finances to you, it's probably because I don't see financial responsibility in you for handling what you already have. Why would I throw
3 jobs? How much money you making with 3 jobs? How many kids?
Well, because she had to quit one. She had to quit one. But I mean, my thing is, now him being like, oh, I don't like you working 3 jobs because you don't spend enough time with your kid. I mean, I could see that morally, but like realistically, unless you're about to replace anything that she's missing, then she got to do what she got to do. Like, for instance, I said that I would never tell my woman, hey, you can't wear that. I might say, I don't like when you wear that, but you do what you want. But if I were to come in and be like, no, you're not wearing that, or I don't like the way you dress, I'm going to replace that by like, let's go shopping and get more clothes. Like, if I don't like something, I'm going to replace it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to take it away from you until you figure it out, because as a man, that's my job to lead. So when it comes to the finances, if I don't like you working 3 jobs, my job is to make it easier for you so you can spend more time with your kids as your man. 100% agree with her on that. But at the same time, if you can't manage the money that you have and you're asking me for money, now, mind you, when somebody says they're triggered and it makes her have a response too, like he blows up, sometimes your triggers aren't as serious. They're not as aggressive as they make you feel because they're your triggers, right? So it's like he might be like, why are you, babe? Why are you all, you really don't got no money? And that might be a trigger for her. And she might feel attacked and she might feel like he's yelling or, you know what I'm saying, doing something because that's her trigger. And now she has a response and he's probably like, man, fuck that. I'm not giving you no money. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna act like this just because I said no to this time because I've given you, like she said, she's asked for him multiple times, which means he's given it to her before. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's struggling just as much as you are and don't get it. You know what I'm saying? You want to marry a provider. If you really feel like that, why are you with him? Like, it's your boyfriend. Y'all are in a relationship. And also, I don't like the fact that people make videos like this as opposed to talking to their people. I hate that.
Hate it. If you bold enough to get on the internet, you might as well go have a conversation.
But that's my thing is, if you're bold enough to get on the internet, you're probably messy enough to where you had the conversation and you messed it up.
And that's
because you're messy, because you just want validation
about the conversation.
Yeah, you just want validation. You don't care about coming to a real resolution. You want validated for how you feel. So you're not going to talk to the person with the issue. You're going to talk to people who you can spin the story to, and we don't know the whole story. So we got to take you at your word.
In response to this comment, I would definitely say they don't live together. So her money is going to to baby care and the household. Those not his kids, obviously. Mm-hmm. And he does not live with her.
Right.
So that's what that situation is. What's up, Fiji? Talk to us.
I forgot why I came up here, to be honest. What was the first one? Or what was the one before that one?
The last conversation we was talking about was the dinner. Are you
that scenario was so corny. Like the fact that if the scenario was real and they really expected him to pay,
no, it was a skit.
Okay, well, that scenario was corny. And why would you show up somewhere without money? See, I don't believe, male or female, that you should go nowhere without money. That's even if somebody be like, oh, it's a paid for dinner, just show up and I got you. Like, I'm not going nowhere, because my thing is, a lot of people say a lot of things to get you out the house, but if you can't take care of yourself, like, I don't think you should leave. But that's just like my personal philosophy. Yeah. But to say like, oh, you're a man, you should be paying for it. Like, leave that in 2023. Don't bring that in this new year.
I love it. Nikki, why are y'all not comfortable asking your man for money?
I've never felt comfortable asking people for money, whether it's, even if it's my parents. Even I go to my parents and tell them I'm going through something, and then I let them offer. But I don't know if it's because I was always told to make sure I got my own or not. I don't know what the trauma is, but I've never liked asking anybody for money. It don't even have to be a man. Like, it could be just in general. Like my last relationship, like my last serious relationship, I was scared to ask him for $40 for my gas bill. And I had to cry to ask about it. It didn't feel right asking somebody for money. I don't know why.
Is that a personal thing, though?
I think it's a personal thing, honestly. I don't be in a relationship asking for money. Like, you either gonna give it to me because you want to, or I'm just not gonna have it.
Yeah, no, I feel like in a relationship, I feel like if you're in a relationship, you should be able to ask. Now, I feel like the problem is when you start using somebody like a bank. When you're like, oh, I don't got it, let me just ask you. Hey, babe, you know what? I want to do this. Can I have this? Babe, I want to do this. Can I have this? Can I have this? And as soon as you get told no, you catch an attitude. As a man, if I got a girl and I got X amount of dollars sitting in my bank account, all of my bills is paid, and I'm talking to my girl and she's like, oh, I got to figure out how I'm gonna pay this light bill. Well, how much is it? I feel like in a relationship, I feel like that's the next logical question of any real man. Like, how much is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm your girl. We done talked about like, oh, well, I could see this being a marriage type thing. I don't think that's an issue, but like, if every other month you need something on your light bill, now I got an issue because it's like, what are you doing with your money?
My next question not gonna be how much is it. My next question gonna be what you willing to do to get this paid.
What you want me to do? That's what I'm gonna take. I'm gonna text back like we want some news, just like in there. Like what you want, cuz what you want.
I mean, look, when you in a relationship, make it. Hey, if you in a relationship, you can make it fun like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? You no longer talking to Mike, you talking to Mr. Taylor. You want come on get this hard candy. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I done messed up in some relationships.
Girls
and
call
been
me
told,
Jolly
like,
Rancher. Oh, because I stay so hard for a long time.
Oh my God. But I mean, like all seriousness, like as a man, like even if we're saying that, that's the indicator that like, all right, cool. You know what? I'm gonna help you out. But if I gotta help you out every month or every other month, it's like, all right, come, all right. You know what? Now it's not about the light bill; it's about your management skills. We gotta sit down and have a conversation. We gotta draw up a plan. You know what I mean? But I don't think she's wrong for asking for help. But at the same time, you can't get mad at somebody for saying no because nobody owes you anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't ever get mad for somebody saying no. Like I'm just gonna take my L on the chin and it's all right.
Sometimes it be like that.
Because I do that for friends. I do that for friends. If I got now, mind you, Mike be down, but when Mike is up, if I got it and friends need it, cool. Boom, boom, boom. You got it. We ain't got to talk about it no more. But it's just, at the same time, it's like, don't be afraid to ask for help. Because ain't
Mike,
like anybody who's genuine, huh?
Let me get $5.
I see. I said when I got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna holler at you during payday. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like we ain't gotta talk about it after that. But it's like you shouldn't feel some type of way about asking for help because in a relationship or even in a friendship, y'all on the same team. Nobody should be keeping score. Like that's one thing you shouldn't be doing.
I'm with it. All right, let's go to the next one. What we got? Let me see. Girls call me Jolly Rancher. Oh, because I think so.
You said that men are built to bear the hard work and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all think y'all built for it.
And why you say that?
I say that because often y'all think I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna get the money. I'm gonna go to work and get the money. What about emotionally? What about the fact that when you come home and you haven't had time to decompress, you haven't had time to yourself, you throw the whole house energy off? What about the fact that you might be in the morning time in the mood when you leaving out and the kids is up getting ready for school too? You might not be in the best of moods thinking you're ready to actually go to work right now, and you throw off my kids school day before they go to school. That happens too. And a lot of the time, because you guys don't give yourself the space to actually exert emotions and to talk about how you feel, and I'm talking about the traditional man from this past, the perspective that you gave me, that's an issue.
See, these scenarios, man. These scenarios.
Speak your piece, bro. Speak it, because
these scenarios with these low EQ men like that be the thing, because in not one of the scenarios from tonight's conversation that we talked about, and we've probably talked about 100 of them, maybe more, I've never found myself in any of those situations. Because when the kids come home, I don't give a damn how bad of a day that I had. I'm still playing with my son. I'm still doing tummy time with my son. I'm still smiling at my son. I'm still like, regardless of anything, even with my daughter. And the only thing that I would get frustrated at with my daughter was when she would, when she wouldn't learn stuff as quickly as I wanted her to learn stuff. I would get a little bit of frustrated then. But even then, we still played. We still had fun. I realized that you're not the person that I should be taking my anger, my frustration out on. Like, I just don't understand emotionally unintelligent people. Like how do you let your emotions make decisions for you in everything that you do? Everything that you do is an emotional decision. I just like, and because I don't have that problem, maybe that's the reason that I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be lost, yo.
Listen, bro. I got to be careful about how I talk about this, right? Because I understand that situation. I do. Not that I've been the man, but I've been the child in that situation. Shout out to my dad. Now he is an amazing man, right? Like I learned so much from him. There were times as a child where I felt like I was the outlet for the frustration he was going through at the time, right? Back then we didn't have conversations and there weren't space for men to express themselves, to talk about things and to work it out. Like a lot of times I looked at my dad like he was supposed to be made of steel. Like it wasn't until I became a man that I understood that men, like, oh, he's a real human. He has human beings. Like in my mind, my dad's a superhero. I mean, to this day, my dad's a superhero. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like I looked at him like, bro, you're not supposed to be mad or anything. Like you're supposed to just handle it. Like I don't know what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? You're supposed to just be okay. And I feel like sometimes like when she was talking about, and she was like, well, you're not equipped. Like if you come home and you haven't had time to decompress, you throw the energy of the house off. And it's just like, all right, if I come home, why don't I have time to decompress? If you're home, if you're here, why don't I have that space? You see what I'm saying? Like I can't say, oh, well, you know what? Everybody leave me alone. Let me get this space, and then be looked at like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's if I come home like, you know what? Like give me a minute. I gotta decompress. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, well, I've been here all day and this, that, and third. Why can't you just turn that off when you leave work? It's sometimes he needs, if he doesn't have this space to decompress and you're in the house, there's an issue. There's a real issue. And if I get up in the morning, what am I mad about in the morning that could throw my kids' day off?
That man had a bad morning. I don't understand.
Right. That's it. So that part I'm with you, bro. I don't get. I mean, like I get people might wake up with residual energy from the day before, but it's like, I feel like a lot of people weaponize men's emotions when it suits them. It's like, oh, well, a man is not supposed to show emotion, so a man don't show emotion. Now he's not emotionally intelligent. Now you're not opening up. But then when he does show emotion, oh, now it's okay. Well, you're too angry. Now you're throwing the energy of the house off. It's like, all right, well, which one you want? Like I can't be open and honest and not feel and show you that. Like there's you got to pick one. You got to pick your battles. And it's just like I think men try and toe the line a lot because it gets extremely frustrating to the point we want to shut down basically it's the same reason that certain Black women don't speak up in certain situations at work, because even though you're right, you might get labeled as the angry Black woman, even if you're just like, I'm not angry, I'm just asserting, you know what I'm saying, myself, and I'm not taking disrespect, I'm calling stuff out. You're not angry, but it's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Men feel like that when it comes to their emotions.
BG?
I done dealt with some situations like that. I've never really known how to approach a situation though. Like for example, my father, like he's been going through stuff his entire life. So like when stuff ain't going his way, the whole house is gonna feel it. Because if he ain't happy, you not gonna be happy neither. And I never understood that, but I've seen it. I witnessed it. And what she was saying was like, I get it from her perspective, but I also understand from Mike's perspective, like if he's not allowed to express his emotions, then it's like, what do you want from him? Do you want him to tell you what he's feeling, or do you want him to just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's like you gotta pick a lane. But I think that you just gotta find like a middle ground for expressing those emotions, and like in a healthy way, I would say.
Yeah, I'm with you. So Miss Shay said, I will want to talk to my man about emotions, but I will not force him to do so. If you gotta force him to talk about his emotions, it's probably not even healthy as of that moment. If you feel like you have to get to the point where you have to, like, if he's not comfortable coming to you and saying, babe, we need to have a conversation. Look, you the one. And that's not an indictment on you. That's an indictment on, like, yo, we need to this is why I talked about in the beginning of me and Bree's relationship. One of the things that we did was we set and laid a foundation of communication. Mm-hmm. Hey, this is when we're going to talk every single month. Every third Sunday, we're going to talk and we're going to have difficult conversations, whether we like it or not, whether or not we're good or not, whether we're in something. It's just like calling on God, right? Sometimes we only pray to God when we in terrible situations, but you don't just be having regular conversations with my man every single day and saying, yo, thank you for, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for this, or thank you for not letting me get in a bad situation. You only call him when you need him. People want to have difficult conversations only when things are difficult. As a lifeguard, we learned that we don't save people from drowning. We prevent people from drowning so we don't have to save them. What preventative measures have you put into place in order to make sure that your relationship, listen, when y'all get into relationships, take this. I've said this multiple times because I'm hoping that somebody takes this. Have regular conversations with your person, scheduled conversations. I got scheduled playtime with my damn kid, because if I don't, I'm going to get so wrapped up in work and doing all of the other stuff that I forget to play with my kid. Mm-hmm. But for 30 minutes a day, for an hour a day, when he gets older, this is me and you time. I'm present. I'm here with you. And people will look at you and go, why are you scheduling time with your kid? Think about it. How much uninterrupted time have you given with your kid in the last?
Right. Uninterrupted though. That's big.
In the last week, I can say I've given my kids 7 hours of uninterrupted time for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How much time have you given? But people will look at those different things. We need to take these different things. And then when we need to have difficult conversations, she comes to me and say, babe, we need to have a trust walk. Oh, okay. And instead of saying, babe, we need to talk, babe, because we know what happens when somebody says, babe, we need to talk. Babe, we need to have a trust walk. Oh, okay. So you need to have an open forum where we're allowed to express ourselves. Okay, got it. Mm-hmm. Not because babe, we need to talk says you fucked up and I need to tell you about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Babe, I need to have a trust walk says something is bothering me and I need to let you know what it is.
Right. I need you to be my safe space right now.
Right.
It puts you in a different headspace.
Yeah. Friend of mine used to say to his wife, hey, I don't want to talk to my wife right now. Can I talk to my friend?
Right. I mean, listen, basis of this, right. Basis of this is like, and it's something that I learned. So for y'all that don't know, when I was 12 and 13, I was in the Mr. African American competition. It's like a pageant only for men. Don't judge me. But I won. And one of the things that I learned, and it stuck with me, was that practice doesn't make perfect. It makes it permanent. You'll never be perfect. But when you have a knee-jerk reaction to something, when you can do something without even having to think about it, you know what I'm saying? That's when it's sunk in. You know what I mean? And reacting to how somebody feels, something that you should be doing consistently in a relationship, doesn't always have to be, oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be a terrible thing. You know what I'm saying? Because we have that reaction. We've practiced that. That's why that saying, we need to talk, automatically triggers a negative feeling with us. Also, something I learned is the saying, prior planning prevents poor performance. when you do, when you plan for something, right? When you're doing consistent maintenance, like if you every year when you go get a checkup, or when you take your car to the mechanic to get it inspected, right? You might not see nothing wrong, but your mechanic might be like, oh, you know what? You got about, 2 more months on these brakes. All right, cool. I'm gonna go change these brakes. Now the brakes still work, but changing the brakes now prevents a car crash 2 months from now. You see what I'm saying? Prior planning prevents poor performance. You want to be ahead of the game and do maintenance, or you want to catch up and do damage control? Which one you want to do?
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna use that. Maintenance or damage control. Maintenance versus damage control.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
I go to New Jersey in 2 weeks. I'm gonna use that.
Right. That's life right there. You want to do maintenance, do something today that the tomorrow you will thank you for. If I lay a foundation in a relationship where we're talking, tomorrow when there's a problem, it's going to be so much easier to deal with than versus if we didn't have this foundation, which is basically what you were saying that you and Bree said. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a monthly talk that, you know what I'm saying? Something you can talk about. Okay, well, this happened this month and it was bothering me. Or this is something that I didn't understand and I want to fix, versus, you know what I'm saying, her seeing something or you seeing something and you like, all right, let me figure it out. And then 3 months later, it's an even bigger problem than it was the first month and you didn't talk about it.
Are you doing maintenance or damage control?
A lot of damage control in 2023.
Prepare to see that content tomorrow.
At 6 a.m. sharp.
Listen. We just talk about a Tuesday. We dropping gems.
Hey, facts. Big gems. I love it. All right, y'all. It is 8:02. My dog is downstairs crying. I gotta go take him out before he pees in his cage, and then I have to do some things that might get Peter called on me. So y'all take us out. Talk to us.
You say me or Mike?
You. Mike closes us out. You know this is at your first rodeo.
I have no feedback. Just be yourself unapologetically. You show up better that way in life.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's right. Be yourself. Everybody else is taken.
Okay. And don't be afraid to be that.
You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. Everybody else is taken. Y'all know the motto, man, is Let's Talk About It Tuesday. We here every single Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Appreciate y'all coming over to the YouTube. Y'all are dope. Y'all are absolutely amazing, man. Y'all know my motto. Stay in your bag. Don't ever chase that bag, because the more you chase the bag, the more it runs from you. You dig what I'm saying? And as always, my man Mike Smalls is going to take us out.
Yeah, this is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Fiji, for jumping in. You know what I mean? Even though you came in with the little John shades, we fucks with it. But y'all, listen, this is amazing. Please continue to follow us. It doesn't cost anything, but it means everything. What the fuck is shit? Hey, but look, listen, I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all continue sending these things that y'all want us to talk about, because we're gonna talk about it. This is the place where we talk about things in public that most people wouldn't talk about in private. We're safe and respectful space. You know what I mean? No judgment. That's not what we do here. But with that being said, I love all of y'all because y'all deserve to be loved. Progress don't start until you feel like you should stop, and ignorance can't exist if you have sapio-like senses, because knowledge is a choice and feeling is a privilege. Holla at y'all in a minute.
Bing bong.
Fuck your life.